Well, hello everybody. My name is Brandon Ivey, and I haven't done this in a while, so I'm gonna do this video is about who is Brandon Ivey? Who am I? Where do I come from? So, just to let you know, I'm from Los Angeles, California. Actually, I lived and grew up in a city called Laverne, and I have two great parents. They used to call our family the Huxtables. My father is very highly successful, one of the top men in his industry in the entire nation, and my parents were able to put me and my brother through school. We had a fairly good up well, not a fairly we had a great great upbringing. I was brought up in church, and in fact, my background though is not that much different from everybody else. I was taught that if I want to have financial freedom in America, if I want to have a happy and successful life, there's a couple of things that I must do. That's go to school, get good grades, and get a good, safe, secure job, right? A job that will take you wherever you want to go. Take care of your family, take care of all your expenses. The sky's the limit, right? And that's exactly what I did. I graduated from Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia. I went on to have a nice corporate career going, but due to no fault of my own, I was laid off from my job. And if you've ever been laid off from your job, you know exactly how that feels, because it didn't happen to me just once, it happened twice. You know how that feels, and if you haven't been laid off, then you're probably working more hours, you're putting in more time, and you better not even ask for a raise because you're lucky to have a job in the first place. Now let's talk about those lucky few. The federal government states that 97% of all Americans will retire broke depending on family, government, and friends by the age of 65. 97%. We have over 10,000 baby boomers retiring a day, a trend that's going to continue for the next 10 years. Now, that might have been fine for my parents' or my grandparents' generation. Because trust me, I am not knocking a job at all. A job put clothes on my back and food on the table for my parents. They were hard workers. But one thing that I learned is that the hardest working people in America are also the brokest. So after I got laid off for the second time, I decided, maybe this is not the path. Maybe I need to do something a little different. I need to think outside of the box. And my friends thought I was crazy. In fact, I lost a few friends because of the choices and decisions I've made to better myself. They say birds of a feather flock together, right? So if I want something better in life, then I must start to hang around with and have a different thought process than the current people who are around me. And once you start to make that transition and change, they can no longer relate to you. So it almost became a lonely road until I found other people who thought just like me. See, I want to have a life where my life is my own. My time is my own. I wake up when I finish sleeping. Today is Friday at 8:20 in the morning. Am I at work at a cubicle? I'm sitting here in the backyard enjoying it. It's a nice, lovely morning before it gets too hot out here in California. I think it's supposed to get about 100 today. But I'm able to do what I want to do, come and go where I want to go, and that's the type of lifestyle I wanted to have. To retire at the age of 36 years old. To have the ability 5 years from now to be considered a multi-millionaire. To do what So 5 years from now, where do I want to be 5 years from now? I want to be able to do what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it, without having to clock in at work, without having to answer to a boss, without having to do what others say. I just got sick and tired. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired of getting up and driving in rush hour traffic, rushing off to a job I didn't like, to work with people I couldn't stand, to eat lunch at 12 when I'm hungry at 11, to ask for permission to go to the bathroom as if I am a child, and I do this for the next 40 years of my life? I don't think so, and that's not the type of life that I want my boys to have as well. I want to be able to provide for them an example that they can become and do whatever they want to do in life by thinking, not that old archaic model. It's almost economically foolhardy to send a child to school because they're going to graduate in debt and no job available for them that can actually pay off that debt until they're in their 40s. So that's who I am. That's who Brandon Ivey is. My other mission in life is not only to take care of my family, but how many other people also want to have that type of lifestyle. My mission is to help as many people as possible to attain more than just financial freedom, but the ability to use what God put you on this earth to do, your God-given talents. It's not that hard. The hardest thing is actually making the decision. The rest just comes naturally after that, if you're willing to put in the time. One thing Jim Rohn always says was what he learned from his mentor: work on yourself harder than you work on your job. That's my mentality. My name is Brandon Ivey. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.